I'm more confused. Look for the light in the pouring rain. You know it's a game that I hate to lose. Feeling the strain, ain't it a shame? Ooh, give me the beat, boy, and free my soul. Wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Give me the beat, boy, and free my soul. Wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Ooh, when my mind is free, no melody can move me. When I'm feeling blue, guitars are coming through to soothe me. Ooh, thanks for the joy that you bring to me. I want you to know I believe in you so much. Whoa, rhythm and rhyme and harmony. Help me along, making me strong. Ooh, give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. Wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Give me the beat, boy, and free my soul. Wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away.
Neat. That's cool. I always love playing that song.
Yeah, me too.
It's great, and we normally start the night with that.
We do. That's my warm-up song.
Yeah.
that is the song I warm up to. Right, here we are. This is Rod's Gig Board. Check it out in all its glory.
This is it. The board itself has been around the nation more than once. The components on it change from time to time, but this has been stable for 12 months or more. I use the M13 for delays, modulations, and reverbs. Mainly delays, tap tempos, a slapback, some modulations, and then I've got 3 other gain stages that go into that. So I've got the Picasso drive, which is it's a king of tone.
King of Tone?
Yeah, so it's got a blues breaker on the left-hand side and then an OCD on the right-hand side with switchable gain from low to high. I then go into the OSQ, which is another build from General Guitar Gadgets, and it's the Orange Squeezer. It's a Dan Armstrong Orange Squeezer, 1-knob compressor. Both the blues breaker and the Orange Squeezer are on all the time because it just gives me that dynamic attack that I like. So I can go from pretty clean, and then I can dig in, and it gets some hair around and it gets a bit dirty, and that's what I like to have, and control with the volume on the guitar. Go from subtle to a raw pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And then the tube screamer that I can kick in.
Now, has that been modded too with the green LED, or do they all come with green LEDs?
Good question. I know when I got it, it came with 3 different chips. So I toyed around with the particular chip that I liked. I can't tell you the number on it without opening it up. Again, I just went through all 3 and decided, oh yes, that's the one I like. But like most tube screamers, it's got that mid-range cut through, and you don't really appreciate it until you're in a live setting and you go, oh yes, you can actually hear that when you stomp on it. So rather than being a high gain thing that scoops your mids and gets lost in a mix, it tends to project.
And what about the expression pedal?
So I'll use I use a chorus setting. Up to a vibrato, so I can go to a vibrato. Not only change the speed of the wobble, but it actually goes from a chorus to. So I've got chorus and vibrato in one, and speed controllable. So I like to be able to have that as an option. The tape with the big pen marker on it stuff is just a cheap and easy way for me to label a particular scene, because the M13 doesn't come with a huge display. I only use it for one particular scene, and it provides everything that I want to. I don't step on it to change full scenes of a different array. On the left hand side, I've got a compressor I can kick in to really flatten it out. Turn off my delay there. And that really squishes it. For another boost, whether it's clean boost or in a solo to give another push over the edge. If you look at it, if you can see on the screen, I've only just raised by half a dB at 220 and 440, just to give a little extra grunt into it, and that's for a clean additional boost, or when you kick on the distortion and you need to go somewhere else, you can. The distortions and overdrives in the M13 aren't as good as what I would like from the TS9 or the OCD or what I've got going on, but I've got one distortion patch in there, and I generally have that mixed back if I want to have a distortion sound, but it's not full-on blasting. So it's not huge and in your face at a solo setting. That might be.
Yep.
But I might need to be. I might need to have an overdrive in a verse setting where it's not punching over the top of the vocal or anything like that, but it's got that hair around it. The rotor setting I change up. That's an opto tremolo in there. And I might swap that for a Univibe or something like that, but at the moment it's an opto tremolo. There's a wah in there as well. It saves me taking out a crybaby wah, which I've already got, but and it's just nice to have that as an option in there. I'll always have a slapback on 90% of the night, because it just thickens up your tone. I mean, and if you wind the mix back, it's not so in your face, but it's just there, thickening up your tone. It's there. And that's on just about all the time. My main go-to delay is the tape echo delay on the M13, and that's tap tempo. The inherent flaw in M13s is their switches, and this is the switch that I've replaced because it's the one you hit the most, and it's a really decent switch replacement. I did it myself. Happy to do it. I had to do some drill pressing stuff to maintain the chassis and maintain the surround and the bezel and all that type of stuff, but that is the main switch you're going to hit on the M13 all the time, because it's your tap tempo and it's also your hold down for your tuner. So that's the one you're going to go to at the moment. And we tune down a semitone live, right? So,
Yeah, we're in E flat.
yeah. So we're almost in E flat there. That's good. I've got a couple of other delay tones. There's a really wet one if I use a stereo rig, which we're not at the moment, but really big in a live setting, and it's really, really wet and pretty lush. I've got a couple of wet reverbs. Combine that with a bit of chorus. And you can do some swell stuff on it. And just get some of that swell effects with those. There's another slapback which is just a little bit more pronounced. And it's got a different tone, a real different tone. It's a lot brighter. And I've used a really short doubling delay, but I've used the tube echo for that one, as opposed to the tube echo which has got the dry through. Now the tube echo dry through gives you your dry signal straight through as well. So that's pretty much it. There's another verb. Once again, it's just a subtle verb.
Yep.
But if I go back to what I would normally do is just have a slap back, have a tap tempo delay, and that's my staple sound. The OCD gives a different tone to what the TS9
Yeah, that's a big sound.
So the OCD gives you that extra bottom end if you're wanting a distortion tone which has got the full bandwidth.
So I suppose the most important question that everyone will want to know about your board is, what do you have in the Altoids tin?
Well, all will be revealed.
Nah, boring.
We've got a slide. And a selection of picks.
Boring, that's where everyone's supposed to keep their drugs.
Ah, sorry to disappoint. Really hate to disappoint. And there it is, man. It's a simple board, but it's an honest board.
It's a great sounding board.
It just gives me the flexibility that I need. And the M13 is an old bit of kit, but it offers some incredible flexibility. I'm only using that one scene.
Yeah, but what gives this board real street cred is that the orange squeezer and the Picasso drive you built yourself.
Yeah, I did, but thanks to JD Sleep, who markets the kits through General Guitar Gadgets, and having built a few, I know that the Blues Breaker kit just sounds really cool. And the Dan Armstrong orange squeezer, while being quite transparent, doesn't squish compress, but it just adds a little bit of extra hair to it that if I haven't got it on, I go, what's missing? And I'll put it on and go, oh yeah, that's it.
Dude,
Cool.
That's a great board.
Cool. I like it.
Thank you for sharing, Rod.
It's all right. Yeah. Thanks for showing some interest.
There you go. That's it. That's Rod's live board. We might swap over and...
Yeah, we'll show. You can
show
show
you
us.
mine.
Yeah, I've shown you mine. You show me yours.
All right, done. Guys, please subscribe if you haven't already, and like the video. Leave a comment.
Yeah.
Let us know what you like and what you don't like about Rod's board.
One thing I haven't mentioned is the Fernandez telly that I've got here, which is an 82 model. It's seen a bit of work and it's due for a refret. The pickups in it is a Seymour Duncan stacked humbucker in the neck, and there's a Kinman noiseless telly single coil in the bridge. And when I say noiseless, it's for a Telecaster, it's as close to quiet as you can get. Even when you go into some high gain modes. I mean, we've got some AC noise on this at the moment, but the bog standard bridge pickup in this guitar was really, really nice. The Fernandez pickup standard was very, very good, and I was reluctant to change it out. And when I dropped the Kinman in, I thought, okay, that's good. But then when I got it out live and started using it, I thought, yes, it's giving me that tone and sound in a noiseless function, and it's quite dynamic as well. Cool.
Awesome.
Subscribe, please. Send some comments.
Do it.
Any questions you've got or comments, or if you say that's rubbish, let us know.
Done. See you next time.
See ya.
Bye.